Sirrano with the New Jersey Pulse News. I am in the city of Paterson, and I wanted to explain something that some bad information has been going out to the public. Now, there's two newspapers in the city of Paterson that is trying to influence the community in giving you the wrong information about the budget, about the elected officials. So I'm going to try to, the good thing is I'm here. I'm here to debunk these people and tell you the truth about what's going on in the city of Paterson, the story behind the story. So, I am going to show you what's happening to the budget in the city of Paterson. I'd like you to go back to my Facebook page on August 4th or 5th, and I want you to watch a video that I did where it says devastating news for the city of Paterson. In that video, when Paterson lost, I think it was $2 billion in property ratables, I knew that bad news was coming, and I warn people, if you want to move right now, because you're going to be in trouble. I also warn people, do not vote for the people that just got voted back into office. Bill McCoy, Andrew Sayer, Louis Velez, all those kind of people. Do not vote for. I pleaded with this community, do not vote for them to come back. And you did. Now, the mayor of the city of Paterson has a budget he presented. There's a whole bunch of, if I became mayor, I moved here and I became mayor, I would have to present a budget myself. You can only work with what you have. That's what you can do. The city council have been lying for years and telling people that they help bring in ratables, they do all these things. You know what they do? They do sanitation work. They go out there, they get a couple of shovel and broom, and they clean up things, and they put posters on, put their pictures up on Facebook. That's a sanitation worker. Go get a job in DPW and get the heck out of City Hall. Because City Hall requires financial experience, which Velez, who can never find a job, became a councilman. Mike Jackson became bankrupt and misused all those funds. Sayer, I can't even get, I don't know what he's doing. He's a school teacher. The rest of them, they're not very legally equipped, financially equipped. It's just people they grab from the community. Well, actually, they push themselves. We know how to do budget. We know all these things. We can fix the city. But when they get there, they have no clue what to do with the budget. So I'm going to explain to you what the budget is. Now, don't try to chase me down in Paterson for money, because I don't really carry cash. I'm showing you this for an example. Okay? Here's what happens to your budget. So, this is going to come out from this. This is something that the city tried to show the elected officials. The mayor tried to show the city council. No clue on what he's trying to tell them. They're just people off the streets that push themselves to get elected. 7% of Paterson voted for them, and here they are, making stupid decisions. So remember the freeholders that came down to Paterson and shake your hand and kiss you and was at all these events and everywhere else? Those Democratic freeholders that you voted for? Well, there you go. This is what they did. They took this. Now, Paterson's budget is $268 million right now. They took this much already, 41 million plus out of Paterson's budget. You're paying them 41 million plus, okay? They just grabbed that out of your money. So that's gone from your budget. Whatever money you work hard for, and you come and you pay your taxes, they came in, they took that, right? So now you have, I think it's a little more. That's not enough. That's right. So now you have something called open space, which is the state wants, and so there you go. They take that out of your budget. So you paid all this money up to, they take all this money from you up to 268 million, if that's what the thing is. Now this county freeholders, your county Democratic freeholders, for 20 years have been taking this much money, including the open space money from the city of Paterson. So that's gone out of your budget. That's gone out of your tax bill already that you pay. Okay? Now you have the school board, the school system. I mean, not the school board, but the school district comes and takes their $39 million out of your budget. So you already paid county, open space, and school. That's what you're left with. Okay? Now, on top of that, you got your other things. You got library. So you're going to take a little more. The library actually takes that much too. Pull that in. Okay? So county, open space, library, and school took from your $280 million budget. They took that money. It's gone. You're left with this. Now here's the kicker. The mayor of the city of Paterson has this to work with. I want to explain to you that the police department, the PBA, donated $1,100 to the council president, Bill McCoy, $500 to other people. They doubled the salary of the police director, Jerry Spizial, from $45,000 to $90,000, still working part-time. The city council is supposed to be the new members making $29,000. They went up to $41,000. The new members the old members are supposed to be making $34,000. They jacked their salary up to $41,000. See? I want you to understand that. Now, police and fire, what is left of your money, comes in and takes this much money. A big chunk of your money goes to police and fire department. You are left with this. Out of all the money you've paid so far, they took all of that. And you're left with this to run your city. There is a little more details of more money. I'm going to do a really big breakdown for you so you can understand. There's other expenses. So this is what it takes to run the city of Paterson and pay its employees. So when you do a furlough, when you lay people off, this is what you get, like a maybe a few $100,000, right? Maybe that's all you get out of this. Basically nothing when you furlough and thing, right? So the budget. So if you get $500,000 when you furlough people, the budget was supposed to be $268 million. All that is your money, your total tax bill. This represents the full taxes, $268 million. If that's what it is, it's close right now. The council members cost the city of Paterson its recreation programs, because what it told the mayor is that from this little thing here, we want another $2 million off of it. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a big, stink, ugly joke. $2 million. We're not gonna pass your budget, and they didn't. So now it goes to recreation. So that's the only $5 I have. So don't try to rob me for it, okay? So let's get to recreation. Now we have a big thing about recreation going on. I am going to try to put all these things together. Remember Charles Flavio, that guy who paid for the investigation in Mayor Joey Torres to remove Joey Torres? Well, let me explain something to you about this guy first before we get into recreation. This guy bought up properties in the city of Paterson. So here he is. Here's a property that's worth assessed at $628,000. He paid $70,000 for that. Property, $400,000. He paid $44,000 for that on the bid. $500,000, $60,000 he paid for it. So I think this is all him, right? I'm just going to double check that, so don't quote me. This is the entire bidding process that they went through, and they told me that. But that's basically how he got the properties in Paterson. It was valued at $623,000. He paid $70,000 for it. What does he do with these properties? This guy is investigating the mayor at his home with employees, whatever. He's taking these properties. Don't think he's doing anything good for Paterson. He's taking these properties, he's reconstructing them, whoever is spending millions, and they get paid. They get about $2,000 per unit in rent. So don't think that these guys are helping Paterson. This is the guy that Andrew Sayers in bed with, giving up money to the Peruvian parade. If you buy a property, if a property is valued over $500,000 and you got it for $70,000, you made a killing. So he comes along and he says, oh, you know what? I know recreation, needs money. So I'm going to go ahead, and this is a story from one of those medias I have a problem with. $18,000 to the Young Day in the Sun program. You got just one property alone that is valued at $628,000 for $70,000. Okay? And you want to give $18,000 to this program to buy the minds of the city of Paterson. Buy their minds. So that's what he's doing. Now, remember Andrew Sayer? Remember last year when Joey Torres wanted to set aside $3 million of recreation? This was a ballot question. He went to you and told you it was taxes. It wasn't taxes. It was preserving the money for recreation. So you didn't want to preserve the $3 million for recreation. You killed that program, and now you want to come back with this guy and say we're going to give $18,000? What a joke! What a disgrace! Okay, so I'm going to call this part 1 of what this is, and I'm going to do a part 2 because there's a lot of information I want to give you here. So I only have 11 minutes per thing. So anyway, this $3 million Joey Torres put on the ballot so that no recreation or senior program will be cut. Andrew Sayer went after this and killed the $3 million protection for the kids of Paterson. The mayor gave a speech talking about kids that get in violence and juvenile and murders and all kind of things. Please protect this money. And then you still didn't listen to the mayor when he said he wanted that $3 million protected. So I'm going to call this part 1. I'm going to come back to part 2. This is Sirrano New Jersey Pulse. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.